Well, welcome back to Houston Life. From Mother's Day to AAPI Month and National Hamburger Month, May has been a busy time for the mother-daughter team behind OMG Burger. Annie Khan and her daughter Anna Khan are joining us now with more on their popular restaurants. Welcome to you both. It's so nice to meet you. Anna, your sister Nina is here. Husband Sam is here. Pakistani roots. How did the idea for a burger shop come to be?
So when I moved to Houston, like a long time ago, I always wanted to have a burger, and we only eat halal. So I always thought that there is a need of halal burger. And 2016, we opened OMG Burger in Katy, Texas. We have 5 locations right now. But at that time, I was like, okay, you know, I wanted to open a restaurant where everybody can come and enjoy the halal burger in the community.
And a family affair. I mean,
Yes.
you all must really like each other
Yeah.
to not only decide to go into business together, but you work together.
Yeah, we all
day
work
to day?
together, yes.
And what is that dynamic like?
It's amazing, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes we do fights. Of course, it's normal, but it's amazing to work with my family, with my sister, my husband, because me, my husband, and my sister, we 3 started this business, and then Anna entered last 2 years ago after she finished her studies.
Wait, so Anna, Annie is your mom.
Yes.
And I mean, do people ask you all the time if you're sisters? Because truly, you all look so much alike.
Yeah, she's my daughter.
No, we look so alike, and even like sometimes like I'll walk downstairs and like we're wearing the same outfit. Like it's so funny.
You had like a telepathic connection between
it's-
one another.
It's funny.
What's it like working with your mom?
It's been so fun. So about 3 years ago, like I finished college and then decided to not go to pre-med. That was my path at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I decided to just start with OMG Burger, and since then it's just been so much fun.
So going into the family business, I know that this is something that there's like an internal tug of war, like should I go with the family business? Should I, you know, go
Try doing
pre-med?
my own thing.
Was that a difficult decision for you, or was this an obvious pathway?
It was a little difficult. Like, I never wanted to join the family business. Like, whenever they started, I loved it. Like, I always helped and stuff, but I don't think, like, that was what I wanted to do. But I had, like, a little break in between, like, a job, and so I started helping out more, and then I was like, wait, I'm so good at this. And then they wanted me to join as well, and it just, like,
was
fit
meant
like
to
a
be.
little
It
puzzle.
was meant to be.
I love seeing these family photos. Clearly, you all have a very strong bond. There was husband Sam in one of those photos right there. Talk to us a little bit about growing a business like this, because it's one thing to create a great product, in your case, Smash Burger, right? But to scale a business and open multiple locations and to deal with all the headaches that come along with that. Your Katy location was just broken into a second
Yes.
time. I mean, day to day, this is not a glamorous business. This is really hard
It's
work.
really, yeah.
So where does that passion come from?
My family, my husband, my sister, and then my daughter, we all work together.
It's like a whole support
It's a whole
system we
support
have.
system,
It's
yeah.
always like uplifting each other, making sure we're good, and then just like being successful and growing together. I think that that just makes it so much better.
It's got to be really satisfying too, to create something that people really like. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously people enjoy
Yes.
your burgers. There are some other smash burger spots in and around the Houston area. Yours, you have your own spin on it. What sets your smash burger apart from other restaurants in town?
You know, like we always make sure that, you know, anything we do, it's fresh, right? We don't use anything frozen. So meat is fresh. You know, we make sure that we, you know, grill onions, like, you know, on the same time. And it's just amazing. When you're gonna try, you're gonna love it.
Okay, I can't
Yes.
wait. The food, by the way, is
Yes.
standing by. It's set up in the kitchen. We'll get to that after the break. Is this something that you learned, Annie, growing up with your family?
No, I always loved cooking. So yeah, I was a housewife. But you know, when we all 3 decided that we were gonna do the business, we're like, okay, there is a need of halal burger, so we're gonna do that. You know, my sister actually, she had a restaurant experience before, so she's also one of the chefs with me. We create recipes, you know, and then we go from there.
How long have you been in Houston, by the way?
It's been almost 10 years.
And were you surprised when you moved here to find such a robust community and such a diverse population here?
Yes, it's amazing.
Like,
It's growing.
It is.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
our Galleria location is just so nice to like, you really see like the melting pot that people like call Houston.
Especially Galleria area. I've been here 10 years as well, and I remember walking through the Galleria where Houston Life used to originate, and you could see people of all walks of life, right? Let's talk a little bit about all your locations now, because you have a handful of them. Where are they?
So she hit all the spots. Yeah. So started off in Katy in 2016, and then 2019, right before COVID, we opened up in Sugarland.
Yes.
And then 2021, it
We
was in Spring, Texas. So they went north, and then 2023 went south to Pearland, and 2025 Galleria.
Is the goal to have so many locations one day that you'll have trouble counting them all?
Hopefully.
Wherever you're
hopefully.
heading, you can just hit
Yes.
an OMG on the way.
You can find an OMG, and there are all kinds of deals, so we want to let our viewers know. So today on Mother's Day, mention Houston Life, you can get 15% off your purchase. Also, I love that you're doing deals for teachers and nurses, and National Hamburger Day, which is coming up on May 28th, one-day specialty menu item. And we're going to have all this info on our website, by the way. And I understand that your restaurant, you do special events like Mahjong, which for Mother's Day, it's sold out, but from time to time you host these?
Yes, we do.
How do people learn about those? On your social
on our
media?
social media, on Instagram, we sold tickets with someone that like hosts like mahjong nights, and then if we ever have any community events, we're always posting on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, I love this. Last Friday, I started learning Mahjong.
Oh my God.
I'm not so great, but I guess that's normal for a beginner. Anna Khan, we are about to head into the kitchen to build one of their signature smash burgers, so stay tuned. There's a vegetarian version as well?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay, don't go away. We'll be right back. Wow. I just asked them, are you sure this is a veggie burger? This is a delicious smash veggie burger. We are back with Annie and Anna Khan, joined by their sister Nina, who's one of the co-founders of OMG Burger. This is so great. So your burgers, that is packed with flavor. Jalapenos, do people come in and make them to order? How does it work?
Yes, sometimes they do. You know, if they want to add or remove anything, they can do it.
But we have like
Yes.
our specialty burgers
Yes.
made. Like our jalapeno burger is called the Sassy Jalapeno Burger.
The Sassy, and who is that named after in the family?
All of us.
I mean, they just woke up one day and said that, oh, you know,
The
let's put
Sassy
this
Burger?
name Sassy. Yeah.
What was that like, Nina, when you and your sister and the family, when you were coming up with this business, was it just like a trial and error, taste test, naming session, brainstorm? How did it work?
No, it was a process, you know. We put a lot of work behind the scene before when we came into the, you know, thought that, you know, name of the burger, recipes and stuff. So it was not just one day.
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
lot
sure
of work.
it was a process. Well, let's see how it's done here. You start with about how much ground beef here? Is that ground beef?
Yeah, this is ground beef. This
Okay.
is, yeah, totally ground beef. So we always do 2 patty, smash burger patty is 2-ounce patty, you know. So you
Go
want to
for it.
learn today?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, show us how
Annie
it's
is
done.
the chef today.
And you use, so if people are going to do this at home, about how hot is that pan there?
Ooh, hot. Don't touch it.
Yeah,
Don't-
it's,
Okay. You put it on like what, medium, high heat?
You know, it has to be high. Smash burger always, you know, you cook it on high heat.
Okay.
And we have a flat top grill, right, in the restaurants.
Got it.
So it has a different temperatures.
And people don't have a flat top grill at
Yeah,
home, but
exactly.
if they have something like that,
so
that's
yeah,
just
they
cast
can.
iron.
Yeah, cast iron. Yes.
Okay.
You can easily cook it on that
Now, I notice you're just letting it sizzle in the pan right
Yes.
now. Why is that an important step?
because you know it has to be crispy. The smash burger has to be edges has to be crispy.
it has to stick on the,
Yeah.
on the bottom of the
Grill.
pan.
Is it a common mistake that people try to smash it too quickly?
Yes.
Okay, so about how long will we leave it there on that?
At least for a minute.
At least
40,
for a minute.
Yeah.
And how do you know? Are you looking for a change in color at the base or like a fragrance?
No, it has to look, you know, crispy from the bottom. Like the edges needs to be. When I'm gonna smash it, it has to be crispy.
Okay, got it.
That's gonna cook.
So it looks like we're getting
Yeah,
a little bit of
yes.
smoke off there.
Yes.
And that's a normal thing,
Yes,
right? If
yes,
people
yes.
at home are experiencing some
Yes.
smoke. Now, that special paper you have,
Yes.
that's a critical part of this process, right?
You have
Why
to
is
do
that? So it doesn't.
Because it doesn't stick all the way. You know, the spatula.
Okay.
So I mean, it has to be.
So you are really smashing and twisting that.
Yes. And it has to be crispy from the edges.
And a lot of cooks might be nervous that they're going to burn it by leaving it on high heat for too long.
You know, like you can tell, like, see, it's starting to cook it from the top, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow. So
And
once you smash it, that color changes
Yes,
really, really
it's
quickly.
really, yes, because it's smash burger. It's a very thin patty, so it cooks really fast.
Okay.
Then you add a little bit of seasoning, salt and pepper.
So that's just salt and pepper you're
Just
adding
salt
to
and
that.
pepper, that's it.
And did you pre-season this ground beef at
No,
all?
no, not at all. It's just the beef.
It's a real ground beef. That's it.
And what if you're doing a vegetarian patty like the one I was eating before? 'Cause, I mean, there are a lot of different veggie burgers out there on the market. If you're going to try doing a smash burger like this at home, do you need a specific type?
Oh, you know, yeah, it's a. Go ahead.
It's an impossible Beyond Meat burger. You can make a small patty, like around it, and then you can put it on the flat top, and then same thing you can do it and smash it and till it get a little bit crispy.
Okay, so the Impossible Burger.
Yes, it's impossible.
I have that before. This is really, really good.
Okay, so,
And while you were finishing the smash burger, talk about some of the other flavors on your menu.
Oh, we have mushroom burger. That's just one of our very famous burger. Another burger, we have chopped cheese as well. We have Phillies, we have hot dogs. We have a Nashville taco. We have a Nashville hot style chicken. Right, so
yeah.
we do have that chicken sandwich, but we create that Nashville taco.
Very trendy
and
right
it's,
now.
Yes.
It is, and we like put it into taco form. So it's probably one of my favorites on the menu.
Oh, that's
We just
cool.
had $5 tacos yesterday for Cinco de Mayo.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'm noticing then you put some of that special sauce on
Yes.
the burger and
I
it
did.
goes directly on, and you're adding, so you're
Some
not
grilled
waiting
onions.
to plate this before adding all your toppings.
No, we don't.
You do all this in the
Yes,
pan.
we do it all this on the pan. We're gonna add the sauce to the bun, put the patty, and then pickle and sauce. That's it.
We got about 20 seconds left. I know cooking on TV is a little different in a
Yes.
restaurant. About how many burgers do you think, if you had to estimate, how many burgers are you cranking out every day in all your restaurants combined?
It's so many.
Go ahead.
It's a
I
lot.
don't know, it's a lot.
See, this is a
The
good problem to
thing-
have.
Yes, and I don't know, funny thing, because it's 5 locations and it's not like, it's so many.
Well, look at that. There is a reason why they call it OMG Burger. Nina, Annie, and Anna Khan, thank you so much for stopping by Houston Life. And to our viewers, if you would like this recipe and other deals that are coming up at OMG Burger, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Remember, if you mention our show, Houston Life, when you visit any of their locations, you can get 15% off today and also on Mother's Day. Keep an eye on their socials, too, for special events like Mahjong Night. Ladies,
Very
thank you
nice.
so much.
Thanks.
Thanks for lunch. I'm going to save
you.
this and eat this during commercial break. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,